Yeah, we're not going to drop in with that. We can talk about anything else, but
go.
Yeah, we can't. I can't come in with that. I come in with all kinds of stuff. I can't come in with that.
Whoa. You guys got a lot of spunk on that brick over there.
You know what's funny? It's now he's back there going, you guys don't hear the music?
What do you mean you don't hear the music? I hear the music.
What do you mean?
We're in his head all the time. That's what that means.
Yeah, we rent space.
Everybody, this is That Checks Out with David and Ted. I believe this is a holiday episode. Is that correct?
Well, yeah. We're going to go through 2 holidays, actually, probably, because we're taking a little sabbatical.
Yeah. You had 6 weeks off, came back for 2 weeks, and now you need more time off? That sounds like management material.
Hey, first off, if you've learned anything from a Procchio, it's a well-earned vacation, all right? It's well-deserved. All right? That's an inside joke most people won't get. But no, we're gonna address the holiday season. I think we're gonna do that through some strange stories, through some reminiscing.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about your week at all before we do that?
I think we need to.
Should we stick to the status quo wall throwing holiday in here? Is that
right.
what we're doing?
Well, I want to mention a couple things.
All
okay, because here's the deal.
My God, that light bright is bright. For those of you not in this room, and listen to last week, it's like the sun is on the side of my face.
How do you think I feel? I have hair. Look what I'm looking at.
I hope you die.
Want me to turn that down?
Oh no, Mac, it's fine. I only complained about it out loud.
I'm gonna stick some red pegs in it in a minute. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
that will make it brighter. Just so you know, if you rip that thing, it gets brighter.
Are we filming for something? I'm not aware.
We're the before picture.
Yeah, the exterior surface of the sun. We rise up on Ted and David doing a podcast.
Yeah. Here we are, 2047.
The ozone layer is gone. There are no clouds. It's just sun.
Yeah. Ted shakes his hand at the sun now, not at the clouds. Did you just dim that from where you're at?
Yep.
Oh, he's got an app on his phone. Look at him showing off.
I think he did that just. I'm going to turn it real bright, so they asked me about it. I can show them my app. You guys need me to make it purple? I can do that too.
I'll be like, Mac, how's your week?
Podcasting.
How's your week, Mac? Oh, I started a business selling lights, and
you already dropped in there. He's like, available at Audiohive Podcasting.
Yeah. You want to find every blemish wrong with your face or any other part of your body? Come down here where it's well lit. Yeah. Look how big your shadow gets when it's well lit.
Get some uplighting.
Yeah. Hey,
no.
Hey, and then the G.I. Joe guy will get some uplighting. Can you put that on the floor? But anyway,
when I was in Kenosha, there was the seats at Kenosha. They're literally like closer than any other seat in this. I don't know why they put a seat there. It's right up front.
Really?
And I was like, you regret paying for that seat? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, let me know if you see anything. No one's seen it for 20 years. And I was like, today's my 20th year anniversary. And the place blew up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's doing a thing where he's doing a bit. Like, yeah, that's what I do up here. Right off the cuff, guys.
Do me a favor. Keep an eye out for something I've been looking for a little while. Okay.
I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
I hate that band. So anyway.
You too?
Yeah. All of us.
This got way off the rails quick.
Yeah.
Welcome to That Checks Out.
Happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas.
You too?
Yeah. So I have a couple notes. We want to remind people, and we're going to make another post, but with actual pictures of the stuff. But we want a couple more people to chime in. And don't listen. That's cool if you send me a private message that says, "Hey, this is my favorite teacher. This is why." I'm not the judge. Okay.
Well, that took a lot for him to say.
Yeah, I am not the judge.
Yeah, the whole point is to get interaction with everyone, not
correct. So make sure you put them on the page. We're going to put another post up, and then we'll pick we won't pick a winner. Mr. Sloan will pick a winner for our giveaway here, and then something neat that I saw this week.
Oh no,
I sent it to you guys. We're in 40 states, so we're in 80% of the country. Okay,
right.
But we're in 24 countries. So how many people are stealing internet from other countries?
Yeah, we've discussed this way earlier in the podcast.
Yeah, but
definitely a VPN situation going on.
But 24, and I mean some of them like Bahrain. I mean weird countries.
Yeah.
So
well, they're clearly going from us to some sites that we probably can't talk about.
Gotcha.
Am I still covered on that VPN and listening to Damon and Ted? I don't want anyone to know about that.
You made an interesting purchase in Colombia. No, I didn't. No, but anyway, I thought that was kind of cool that we're like we can't conquer where we live.
We can't conquer the 50 states,
right?
We can go out and
we're finding like like, look, Hawaii wants something to do with us, so let's just go to Bahrain.
Let's go to Bahrain and Brazil. Let's hit all the B's. Bolivia.
No, but I'm just saying, I thought that was really kind of cool. So I sent it to you guys, and I thought that was kind of, and those are they only represent downloads.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so that's what I thought was neat. I was like, we're downloaded in 24 countries. Yeah. I've never downloaded a podcast in my life. I just push play, So I don't know what that. Maybe you have crappy internet service, so you download it and you can listen. But no, I wanted to mention those two things. That
I download it because when I drive, I don't want to use data. If I can spend a minute and a half in my house downloading it.
Oh, okay.
That's what I same thing with me.
Oh, that makes.
Then you're just wasting data.
I guess that does.
When
make
I'm
sense.
sitting in my car and I'm still on my Wi-Fi, I'm like, all right, what am I going to listen? Download, go.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm a cheap ass. I don't want to pay for data.
I mean, I don't want to agree with Mac.
He spends all his money on wonderful lights here at Audiohive Podcast.
Come on down and see.
Wireless.
Come down and see on the way in. You won't see on the way out.
Wireless. Yeah, I see it plugged into the wall. It's not wireless. Solar powered. It's inside.
It does take
lighting.
Batteries. Yeah. We can take it outside. I can use it on one of your videos.
Could you?
We can make it look like the cops are right there.
Yeah.
What are them guys doing around the corner over there? Shout out to our laundry lady that shows up every week when we do.
Every week. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Dirty up some towels. I want to watch them boys do a video on the side of Audiohive Podcasting studio. But I want to make it worth my trip. I don't want to waste a trip.
And
I don't know why she's also Sylvia Brown.
I was going to say, she's also psychic. Yeah, she's also psychic.
I didn't even see that come. I get when I needed it for when, hey, can you do the Sylvia Brown real quick? No, I don't remember how to do that.
Yeah, but it would have been funny if you'd been like, so what do they sound like? I'd be like, hey, man, I'm doing my laundry, man. I have one voice, okay? So at least you have a plethora, according, opposite of what I have.
What does that mean? I don't know.
Plethora means, I don't know, spell it. Can you use it in a sentence?
You just did. You know what? Thank you, Damon. That means a lot. We're doing dad jokes now when that checks out.
So we talked about the giveaway, and I did brag that we're in 24 countries. That's pretty cool. I mean, okay. Yeah. Again, not in 50 states. Yeah. Okay, so there's bragging, but then there's like, there's a little humbleness.
Yeah, and this, guys, is on you. Like we wanted to do this giveaway. I mean, part of it's on us because we were terrible. Yeah. We kept forgetting. We wanted to do this giveaway in time for the holidays, but if we don't get enough responses before the holidays, we might push it out because we want people to celebrate the stuff that they do, like the teachers, and we want Mr. Sloan. We want Mr. Sloan to be like, look at all these people that want my book and want me to judge them.
Right. Want to be judged.
I know Damon. That's what Damon was doing. I want to judge people.
We've determined he has a complex and he wants to judge people. So we need to get some more stuff on the page. I like the way you went there. Yeah, I need to judge people. Yeah. That's
I threw it out. They were like, I don't want to be under this bus.
Yeah. I love putting words in his mouth and also volunteering him for stuff that he had no idea he was going to do.
Right.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. But the one thing I will say is, since we have 10 states left to conquer, if you're traveling for the holidays, we'll put up a list of the 10 states we're not in.
Do we even know? Did you look?
I didn't do by deduction. I saw the 40 we're in. Right. So what I'm thinking is, say you live in Washington State and you're traveling to Oregon. Okay, if you just go across the border, I need you to download something while you're in Oregon, okay? That's what
is it 39 states and the District of Columbia, or is it?
Oh, no. So maybe it's only 39?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we also got the D.C. area.
Well, reading's not my strong point. We know that from doing Strange Stories.
I know, but you're right. This isn't easy to figure out where we're not.
No, correct.
I'd have to write all this down to figure it out.
So we will comprise a list, and we will put that out. And if you were traveling through one of those states, stop at a truck stop where we know it's always safe, maybe a rest area. Stop, get out, walk the dog, and download a podcast. All right? And that way we can be in all 50 states. And anybody going to Hawaii, don't worry about it, because I'm just going to be jealous when you download something there. So
that's
again,
weird. Hawaii,
is Hawaii on there?
No, Hawaii's not. But
no,
Alaska,
I noticed.
Alaska is.
Alaska is?
Yeah. The other one that's out in the Pacific Ocean.
Nice.
Because you know those maps I showed as a kid, Alaska and Hawaii would be like segregated down in the thing.
Yeah.
There are actually people that grew up thinking Alaska was out in the ocean.
Was like an island.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, ooh, I want to travel to the island of Alaska. No,
you don't. I mean, you do have to go through Canada to get there.
Right.
But
maybe it was Macaulay. Maybe he just hopped on over and did us a solid.
Well, that's a long hop because he's over.
He's on the other side.
He's on the other side of Canada.
First off, Canada is just one state to me, okay? With different towns.
It's 0 states, all provinces.
Right, but just different towns, okay?
Right.
So what do you have to go over?
Providences? Yeah, it's all Rhode Islands now. I don't know what we're talking about.
But anyway, if it's in Rhode Island, download us, okay? I don't think it's on the list. So, which is weird because it's the smallest state. But anyway.
Yeah, it's probably they don't have time to get through and they're like, do we count that? Was that a listen? I don't know if we do that.
I didn't have time to download it. I'm already out of the state.
I'm already out.
It's still buffering.
I'm in Delaware.
So you did ask about the week. Only one thing this week that was weird. I had to paint ping pong balls, spray paint.
I don't. Whoa.
So the weird. Well, Nicole and Marissa are doing an art project for. They give away stuff to
all right,
grandparents,
your wife and
godparents.
daughter. I will back off on the weirdness.
So she says, "Can you spray paint the ping pong balls?" I said, "Sure." Well, not realizing I'm going to be spraying compressed air.
I was going to say you're going to be blowing the ping pong balls.
Yeah. Right. So I actually texted her while I was doing it, and I said, "Would you have any feathers you might like me to spray paint? Because there's only very few things that are lighter than ping pong balls."
Give me tissue paper.
So then she says, "Well, just put a hole in each one of them, and then you can like stand it on it and put a nail in it or whatever else." And I'm like, then I have to make an intricate board to paint these on,
right.
and I don't want to do that. So I literally put a towel down and I sprayed because you're only going to see about a third of it from the top. So I sprayed everything but like where the towel is. And if it went down, it just stuck to the towel. But they moved everywhere. I will never spray paint ping pong, but anything that's lighter almost than air, I'm not going to put compressed air on.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I learned a valuable lesson this week, and the only other thing that happened to me this week was I completed therapy. So I am done. Did that one early.
Oh, we got the physical one? Let's get you back into the head stuff.
Right. Good. So you're freed up time to talk about what's going on upstairs. Good.
Right. But there's still 3 weeks left of the year. You're probably out of pocket have already been covered.
I was going to say.
Your out of pocket is covered.
My copay has been met. Yeah. Yes. I also saw that. There's commas in it where I didn't know there was going to be commas. But no, the fact of the matter is I did that. And so I'm done. I'm like 90% better. The last 10% is going to be, besides the mental, that's 100%. But the 10% is going to be the amount of muscle I lost in 20 days that took me 40 years to build. It doesn't happen in 5 weeks. So it just is what it is.
Every time you say therapy, one of our mutual friends, I'm not going to say his name, but he might be great and he might have had a case of the missing pancakes. Do you follow that? What
Yes.
I'm talking about? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you dated someone in college who was going for therapist, was a therapy. Anyway, her license plate was therapy missing the A, so it looked like therapy. That's all I could call. Every time I was like, "Hey, what's the name of that girl? Your therapy? What's her name?" And it was just like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, therapy, the one with the weird license plate. It's just like I know what you're talking about.
Well, maybe she wants to practice in like Louisiana. It's like, I'm gonna go therapy right now. I'll be back. I'm going therapy.
But I feel good that I didn't say his name because I want to say this story. And this one's slightly more embarrassing. So the ones that figured out who it was, I'm sorry you figured it out. But he was over at our house in Urbana, the first house I bought. And our buddy LaShawn was there too. I don't know why everyone was there at the same time because it wasn't like we were living in the dorms together or the house we rented. That'd been one thing. But he was over. He was using our basement for the date. So LaShawn and I are upstairs. I don't know where Tina and Truman are. Truman would be like an infant at this point.
How cheap was this date? He was using your place for the date?
You've met, right?
Got it. Okay.
All right. So he comes upstairs, he walks around and everything. He's been down there for a while. LaShawn and I are like giving him some garbage about, what he was doing down in the basement and everything. To be fair, there's a pool table down there, a TV, a couch. It was like a whole
So it's like going to a bar without going out.
There was a bar down there.
Okay.
It was a whole thing. He shuts the door, turns the door. He lets out a 45-second sustained fart that he's been holding on for the entire day. And to the point where both LaShawn and I at the same time were like, do you need to see a doctor? My God.
Nice. You need some therapy?
Yeah. But he's up against the door. So it's like,
no way.
Yeah. Oh, I've never seen a more satisfied, relieved look on a man's face in my entire life.
That's got to be a huge exhale too. I mean, from both sides, but a huge exhale.
Well, you're on your first or second date or someone. You're like, you can't just be like, I'm wondering if they're cool with this.
Just marking my territory. All right, we're all good.
Oh, I really hate Ted. I just want to ruin his basement couch. Hold on real quick.
Ted's got a thing for sniffing cushions. I'm going to totally get him. Watch.
Why did it go that weird? Oh, you're going to make fun of someone and almost say their name on the thing? Here you go.
I'm just sticking up for certain people who will remain nameless. That's all. So how was your week?
Well, since we last recorded, I had 3 shows, and I'm an old man. Can't do that. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Well, I left here last Saturday and did some stuff. Then had to go up to the great state of Wisconsin. But that was a great time. I went up with John. Go back and listen to that episode. 2 episodes. We did double with John.
Yeah.
That was a great time. And we had a great time. And that was a much better episode, better show than the night before because it actually were people in the crowd. And I knew one of the people in the front row. I work with his twin brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, hey, well, that's great to see. What's your name? And he said his name. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. You look more like and I said his twin brother's name. So I made a private joke for him and then he laughed. And that was it. And I got off stage. It was fantastic. No, but it was a good time. And then I had a show in Rockford and a show at Zany's on Wednesday. Well, by that show, I was just tired, man.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, that's when you realize how old we're getting.
Yeah. Well, I just don't get how the people, because we know people that do this. Like our buddy Flanagan does this like 17 nights a week. I don't know how he does it and maintains a regular job.
And he might not be off stage before 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock at night. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's no, there was a time where I could do that, where I'd stay up straight through. I mean, I would just probably show up to work the next day in the same clothes I was in, but it is what it is, it happens.
I mean, to be fair, the trip to Wisconsin was easier because I was with someone.
Right.
Like we got to got to talk, had to hang out, got to have a good time up and back. The show to Rockford was the worst because not that it was a bad show, it was a great show. I don't want to think that, but I drove to Rockford by myself and drove home from Rockford by myself. So it was just, you get real tired real quick. Like the adrenaline wears off and you're like done.
Yeah. Well, you're not making yourself laugh on the way home.
Yeah.
If nothing else, on the way there, you're like, well, I hope this goes good. And then on the way home, you're like, well, I hope that went well.
And I want to say that my friends, Mike and Trisha, they came out to see me. They live out in the Rockford area now, and they offered that I could stay the night at their house, but it didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
But that would have been better. But it's just, it's the whole like, well, now that's done.
Yeah.
And you get nothing but dark and semis for the next hour and a half. It's
and that's very comical. So it's easy to stay awake when that's happening.
Totally.
Yeah.
The Coors Light train?
What the hell is that train doing on the road?
We made it clear that Ted only does one horn noise.
Correct. What about Mac? Anything good this week? Besides getting some awesome lights here at Audiohive Podcast.
They're pretty cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're wireless.
Ish. I think there's still one S on that wireless.
I was going to say, I have the only Amish lighting facility in the whole state.
I have the only hardwired wireless light. And
I know if the hamster dies, the light's going to go out. Yeah. That's what I can tell you right now.
This is like when people used to like think that cruise control would drive their car.
Right.
Well, it's cruise control, right? But you still got to drive it.
Why are you sitting in the back seat with me?
It only controls half of the lower half. The top half you still have to drive.
So to digress real quick,
what we do,
the new cars that supposedly drive themselves, or I've seen commercials where trucks are hauling trailers and they pass other vehicles on their own on a 2-lane road. They can determine when it's clear. Is that something you're going to sit back and play board games with the kids while this happens?
Well, I have seen where they started doing the Queen "We Will Rock You."
Oh,
and, like they take their hands off the wheel and start doing like on the dash or like on their laps, like doon doon ch, doon doon ch. Like no, put your hands back on the wheel, man.
He's got a trailer too. That's the same commercial. Yeah,
is that the one you're talking about?
That's the same commercial. The whole family's doing it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he's passing. Like his truck has decided to pass the semi in front of them on a 2-lane country road because it's clear.
Now, I don't talk about the company I work for on this thing, and I won't. Mm-hmm. But we just had a call with the CEO, and he was talking about a robotic division that we're starting where, hey, it's really good in the light, but it still needs to learn about what shapes look like in the dark or when it rains or when it snows. I'm like, you sure? Because the cars claim that they can do that now. So how come our small robot can't do that yet? I think you're telling the truth more than I don't believe them anymore.
What about you, Mac? Would you drive one of those?
No.
No?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Self-driving cars?
We're talking about awesome new lights that people put in studios.
Yeah, they're wireless.
Yeah. They're wireless. Yeah, they're wireless.
Now you're catching on.
Now you know where it's at.
He's like, somebody got a discount this time. All right.
I will say last night that I downloaded movies that used to be for free on TV.
Really?
Yeah. We watched Santa Claus is Coming to Town with the great Mickey Rooney as Santa Claus.
Okay.
Who reprises that role in The Year Without a Santa Claus.
Ooh.
With the heat misers, you know? Like, do you know the heat misers, Mac?
Nope.
How do you not know the heat misers?
You really?
With the heat miser and the cold miser.
Yeah. You don't know. Did you ever watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Frosty? I always thought Frosty was a cop-out because it was animated.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, if you want to watch the real animated, you watch Jack Frost. It's a lot sadder, but it's kind of similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't want the animated Frosty, you
Why
go
does
with Jack
that
Frost.
snowman kind of look like Michael Douglas and George Clooney?
That snowman keeps saying, "I'm Batman."
They both were.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not Val Kilmer. I'm Batman.
Because I'm not big enough. I'm not Val Kilmer. That snowman's huge. What are you talking about? Quit picking on Val Kilmer. But so that kind of leads me in then to one of my first things. So for Christmas, what's your go-to movie?
I mean, I do like. I didn't used to like The Year Without a Santa Claus, but then all of a sudden, as an adult, I realized how much I enjoy that the Miser Brothers song.
Okay,
so like I now I like that one
really.
But I like any of the Rankin Bass.
If you had to pick it, like, hey, this is the one I have to watch every year, and I won't say it's your favorite because saying stuff's your favorite. Like everybody, I love Christmas Vacation. I know a lot of people do. They like Elf, but I
would say I'm going to make a hard statement here, and it's not going to be popular. I am not an Elf fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that I'm saying it's bad. It's just if I never saw it again, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah. Wasn't for you.
I won't miss it.
See, because I like Bob Newhart. So I really like that about Elf too. That's one of the things, even when like Big Bang Theory, when they had him on all the time, I like Bob Newhart. His comedy, if you go back and listen to his comedy now, it's relevant. You know what I mean? And he's a storyteller.
Do you recognize these people at all, Mac?
The Heat Miser and the Coal Miser? You never seen those?
I might not have had.
Yeah, he's Googling it so he can look at pictures.
Don't watch the Miser Brothers Christmas. That's garbage. Watch Year Without a Santa Claus. Yeah. So like a specific Christmas movie that I can't live with, or like it's my go-to.
Yeah.
Mac, you're going to answer because I have to think.
Mac, you got one? What's your go-to Christmas movie?
Story.
A Christmas Story?
Yeah.
We leave that on 24 hours on Christmas. We just leave that channel on. And of course,
why did I think of it? It's Muppet Christmas Carol. Like I cannot live, but I only watch that, and this is going to be silly, but I only watch that on Christmas Eve because there's a song where it's like there's only one more sleep till Christmas. You can't watch that on December 6th.
Really?
Because there's 19 more sleeps till Christmas. Yeah.
Okay. No, and that's a good movie.
But yeah, it's tradition. Like I have 2 copies of it because the kids got a hold of it when it first came out on DVD.
Yeah.
And you know what kids do with DVDs.
Oh, yeah. They scratch and they don't work.
So, right. I have my copy and I have the kids' copy. But now it's probably on Disney Plus, so whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, I love that movie.
So you like that. You're liking A Christmas Story. That's your go-to, Mac?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's researched Fat Man by
I was trying to remember the name of it.
by Mel Gibson, where he plays like a
he's
a murderous Santa. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool too. That's your go-to. That's Mac's go-to.
I wanted it to be, but it wasn't that great. It was entertaining, but
So mine goes way back, and it has to be black and white. But It's a Wonderful Life is probably my favorite. That I have to watch.
That. That you mentioned that you made a comment about it. No one in your house got the.
Yeah, no. So
I was like, wow, that's your go-to. All right. I'm not saying denying. I just that wasn't what I expected. No, I expected an Elf for A Christmas Story.
No,
or
it's that one.
Fred Claus.
So I would put 3 in the same category. And again, because there's not like, that's probably my favorite. So if I was like to use the word favorite, that's probably it. But then I like also the black and white Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as much as I like Mara Wilson, trash.
Yeah.
That colored remake.
Yeah. Because all the colors are so like that. What is it? In Technicolor or whatever they call it. It's amazingly weird. Like Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz. I realize it was made that way, but it's like there's it's just the coloring.
The
coloring's crazy.
Did you guys not see it? Like
right?
Like it's like they got that box of 64 crayons, and they're like, oh, I got to use them all. No, you don't.
Now, when I say my last one, I think you're going to be on board. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Yeah, of course.
Huh?
That's definitely number 2.
Mac, have you ever seen Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas?
Nope.
Okay.
River Bottom Nightmare Band.
So listen,
if you don't watch that, we'll never come back.
Yeah,
here
you
again.
didn't watch Smokey and the Bandit. We're going to have a couple week hiatus here. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. It's a Henson thing. It's Muppets.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it's like less than 45 minutes. It's totally worth your time.
Yeah, there ain't no hole in the wash.
I've got that on DVD as well if you can't find it streaming. Or if you're too cheap to pay for it, I will bring in my DVD.
Right. So, but you got to watch. I'm
What
serious.
is this? What?
He puts up our logo. What is this?
What is this?
What is this crap?
Yeah, this movie is fantastic.
That is great. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Anybody who hasn't seen that,
River Bottom.
yeah, Nightmare Band. Yeah. Hey, you ever want to see a snake play guitar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So, but no, those are kind of my go-tos. What about the worst Christmas movie that you could like? What's one that you like? People got to tune into it, and yours might be Elf.
Yeah.
Yours might be Elf. So we may have hit that when we were talking to the present.
Do you have one?
Yeah, believe it or not, and it's weird. My wife's gonna
I'm walking on air.
my wife's gonna want to punch me in the face, but it's probably like White Christmas or stuff like those. I just don't like. I'm not big into the whole musical thing.
I see. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's weird is that White Christmas and Holiday Inn both use White Christmas as their song.
Right.
And I always get confused. Like, wait, which one is this? Is this the one that made the song popular, or is this the one that they use after the song was popular? I don't know what we're talking about here.
Right.
I always get those confused. But yeah, I don't hate them, but I don't.
No, I just like if people have them on, it's like, oh, I can leave the room or I can take a nap now. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm being serious, and it's not any disrespect because those are like huge, movies that unfortunately probably maybe in the next 20 years might die away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They really might.
No, I'm saying like even the ones that we like, the Rankin Bass, all of those are fading away too.
Yeah. But what about you, Mac? You have the worst Christmas movie or one that you just got to walk away from if somebody's watching it or says, oh, we got to see this. You're like, no. Anything?
No, not really.
Well, because you only know like 3 Christmas movies, so that's
Yeah.
probably why.
He's probably
Pretty
like
much.
Emmett Ottor Jughead Christmas. Is that what you guys said?
What is this crap?
These look like puppets. This isn't even a movie.
Amy's into the Christmas musicals and stuff, and I just have nowhere to hide. So
Oh,
I guess
okay.
the problem is it's so saturated now.
Yeah. Well,
With Hallmark putting out a new movie every 8 minutes.
yeah.
Did we just see this one? Oh, this is a different one. This stars Candace Cameron. The last one starred Felicity from Felicity. I can't think of her name.
So-
you know what I mean? It's like there's too many movies.
Well, and so to go off on a tangent, one of the shows.
Are we on a tangent?
Yeah,
Of a
one of
tangent?
the shows that I watch with my wife is the Bradshaws. It's Terry Bradshaw and his family with his daughters because I like Terry Bradshaw a lot. So we watch, and one of his daughters is doing the whole music route. So again, make the show because you're trying to show your daughter off singing. But her producer says you need to write a Christmas song. No, you don't. Okay, and I'm not being rude to her or anybody else, but Christmas songs are Christmas songs. To think that you're going to go write the next hit,
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, we have the new Little Drummer Boy right here. We have the new.
That's what I don't get is like we had a bunch of Christmas songs. They were great.
Yeah.
And then people like Mariah Carey came out with that song that no one seems to like.
Oh.
But why do they keep playing it? Why do they keep playing Wham! Last Christmas? No one likes that one either. Stop playing them. We have Christmas songs that people like. Like I hate being in a place where like, why are we listening to this?
So can I tell you my least favorite? It's not even Mariah Carey. My least favorite Christmas song,
All right.
Bruce Springsteen. Santa Claus is coming to town. I hate that song so bad.
I don't like any modern take on the classics.
No, but the way he just sings into the microphone, like we know you're Bruce Springsteen, but Bruce Springsteen didn't write the song. You know what I mean?
Hey, just sit on there, Bruce.
I hear that about 7 times a day at.
Do you really? At work, it's just playing on a loop.
Oh man, it's bad.
Yeah.
The
Now,
Christmas music there.
one of my favorites is Elvis, Blue Christmas. I like.
Well,
that.
that's classic.
It's classic. It's
Yeah.
classic. And but again, there might be something people don't know about in the next 20 or 30 years. I mean, it is what it is. So, but no, as far as songs and movies go, that's kind of where my brain's at. And
Well,
so
I mean,
I'm getting in the mood.
I guess what I'm saying is the problem is that the ones we grew up on, they were on for free.
Yes.
To be fair, we only had like 8 channels back in the day, and it was a event television. Like, hey, Frosty's going to be on today, or Rudolph's going to be on.
Whole family sits down. Mm-hmm.
Now it's like I literally had to go to Amazon and be like, do I really want to pay $10 for this? I guess. I mean, I want to watch it, but I don't like. I couldn't find I can't find it stream. Like, do I want to pay a monthly subscription for something I'm never going to use to watch it one time, or do I just want to buy it outright? Next year, I'll be like, oh, I remember I bought this. Now I have it.
Right.
This is what I did. I finally was like, I'm just going to break down and buy it. I want it. Because I think I might have bought like a DVD set at one point, but I don't remember. I don't even think I have a DVD player set up anymore in my house. And
Yeah.
again, like the kids are like, boom, 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 to all those like DVDs I bought back when they were younger.
Same thing we did to the record player when we were younger.
Oh yeah, I used to roll. I'm like, hey, these roll on the carpet really well.
Yeah.
You know, they don't do anymore.
You'd inevitably grab it by the wrong end and it would fall out. You know what I mean? And you're like, ooh. Why were you having your records at the beach? Why is that covered in sand?
Hey, Mom, do records play if they look like Pac-Man?
Yeah.
No, why do you ask? No reason?
No reason. Hey, by the way, Kyle was in your records. Yeah, I'll be like, I just throw my brother under the bus right now. By the way, Kyle was messing with your records. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's just what I would do. What about tradition? Is there a tradition? Now you're saying you have to watch that movie the night of Christmas Eve. Is there other stuff? I know you do the Macy's parade for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yes. Is there?
Did I tell you that story right this year?
Yeah.
But I was like,
yeah.
All right, cool.
But what about for Christmas?
It used to be when I was a kid. There was we had a Santa dish. Like it was looking back, it was horrible. It was like a 3D like Santa statue, and he was holding a sack out. Mm-hmm. I gave you an opportunity. You did not take it.
Nope. I walked past it. It was Santa.
But that was the thing. He'd be like holding it out like, hey, look at my sack. But if we were good kids, like, you know, all day Tuesday, then Wednesday morning, there'd be a piece of candy in the Santa dish. So that was my parents' like elf on the shelf probably.
Gotcha.
Which I think I want money now. Let's look into that.
Cash.
So growing up, that's what it was. It was, you know, like, hey, if you were a good boy and girl, there's a little treat for you in the Santa dish every day.
Okay.
Now, I mean, that's the thing. It's not as much.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really anything that we do. I mean, we do, I've been posting on social media, we do advent calendars in our house.
Yeah.
Last year it's weird. Last year there was a Back to the Future one. This year there's a Back to the Future 3. Apparently no one cares about Back to the Future 2. Or they're like, how do we make Christmas out of a really gross, seedy, dirty, prostitute-filled casino 1985? You know, like how do we make that Christmas? Congratulations. The 16th is Marty's mom's new boobs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
But, that's fun. And we do like, you know, we don't do like those major Christmas cookie days. Like I know, like I've seen people do where
people do the whole family
17
cooks.
people come over and there's 1,000 cookies and they're like, well, what are we going to do with these cookies now?
Right.
Well, you should have thought of that before you made 1,000 cookies. But, you know, we'll do like stuff like that where we'll make stuff and things. But
yeah.
What about you guys?
What about you, Mac? You got any tradition you do?
Drink.
Oh, that's solid.
Yeah, we said Christmas though, not like
Yeah. I thought you meant today and tomorrow and the day after that. Sorry, man.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's nothing really set in stone. Like my family lives in like all different states and everything.
Gotcha.
So.
What about even growing up? You didn't have nothing like that you remember like, hey, this happens every year.
Yeah, we used to cut down a tree day after Thanksgiving every year.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, we used to decorate the weekend of Thanksgiving. It was religious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like Christmas Day, I don't remember.
No.
It's mostly just
nothing crazy.
Watching.
Growing up, we used to go down
playing Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, which one? Well, we started at Nintendo 64. That's the Nintendo to me.
Nintendo.
No, it's not.
We used to go down to my grandma's house in Southern Illinois, and then everyone would get together, and Santa would visit the kids, and there'd be like present because it would be my cousin, his sister, and my sister. My parents and their parents apparently would bring all the presents down there, which it seems like a logistical nightmare that nowadays. And then that would just be a big thing, and Santa would come visit us there. Yeah, and that would be the big thing because we'd all get together as a family on Christmas. And then one year we were driving home, and there was a snowstorm, and someone cut my dad off, and we went into the ditch. And then we had to wait there forever, and then the cops came and picked us up. Took us literally a block and a half on the highway, the equivalent of pulled over to the other side because I wanted to go down the other way into the ravine. And they're like, yeah, we got to crane these guys out. We're going to kick you out of the squad car real quick. We're like, cool. So we had to get in a different one, and we had to go. We were stuck. We had to call and have someone take care of the dogs for a longer time. It was no one was injured. No one was fine. The car got towed out and just needed a little minor repair. But after that, we started having Christmas around Halloween.
Yeah.
So we would go down and we'd have a Christmas tree. We'd put like, Halloween ornaments on it and stuff, which I think now they do that anyway. I want money for that too.
Yeah.
My family into that apparently, but it would literally, where are you guys going? What are you doing for Halloween? Oh, I'm going to Christmas with my family, and people look like it was crazy. But my dad hated to drive in snow anyway, which you live in Illinois. That's on you, man. Yeah. But So that's what into that tradition was. Literally, we spent
spending with the cops.
Yeah, we spent 7 days for a 3-day trip because it down there they weren't prepared for the ice and the snow.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
I almost did Valhalla there. Did you guys catch it? Yeah. Come to the land of the ice and snow.
So we Oh, Mac laughs at rock jokes.
Well, yeah, if you do rock jokes, Mac's like, oh, I recognize that.
Plus
it wasn't good, but I recognize what he was doing there.
Plus, he's half lit because it's his tradition for the holidays to drink it. So
that makes a lot more sense to what happens in here.
What do you do? Well, I put those rum cakes in the blender, and then I drink them through a straw.
I have to put the light towards you guys because
You're
on
onto
super
something.
bright.
I'm onto something, he says.
I'm taking notes now.
You realize the key ingredient in it is rum. You could just get out of the bottle before you put it in cake form. So, but
do you guys got any eggnog?
he's like banging his elbow. Man, I need something to drink right now. Come on, guys. Come on. I need my fix. But
don't do that too loud. Or hey, what are you guys doing down there? That sounds like my kind of Christmas.
Help me fold my towels. So anyway, I know that's what you're talking about. You only have one voice, Sylvia Brown. Hey, the board's dead.
No, the board's not working.
Yeah. Hey, is the board working, guys? Yeah. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Because we're recording. But anyway,
right. I wanted a ding dong.
So we had two things. Now what we do for us is Disney has their thing on Christmas from their parks. Disney at the parks, which they film from like October on.
I want to pause for a second here.
Yeah.
Because I want to ask you, who started this tradition where you guys get up at like 1:30 in the morning and come downstairs and your kids take pictures that look like they've been forced to, like they've been kidnapped and they're saying like, we're okay. Don't send help. We're fine.
No.
And then
listen, when we were kids, I remember.
I always get the pictures like I wake up at 4 and you already have like, you've already done your Christmas and everyone's eaten and gone back to bed. I'm like, why are you doing this?
Because
so explain it to me.
So when I was a kid, we'd always get up super early, right? So my first Christmas with Nicole, I actually had to go in. The two older boys were really young, and it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I'm like, nobody's making a noise. Now it's like,
wait, it's 4:35 exactly?
Yeah, no, 5. Say it's 5.
No, I know you'll do like that.
But I'm sitting there for like 15 minutes. No one's making a noise, and I'm like, what's going on? So I literally go in the room and I shake their beds violently and then jump out around the corner and duck in the bathroom. And they're like,
they can smell you.
Then they start talking. They're like, hey, and they're talking to each other and they're like, what time? Do you think it's time to get up? And then I flush the toilet so it makes noise like I was supposed to be in there, run the sink, walk out.
That got kind of weird.
Yeah, but I walk out and I go, so I made it sound like I was, like I wasn't just down here to shake you guys
I wasn't down
awake.
here just to shake you. I'm also pooping.
Right. So anyway, so I go ahead and I walk around the corner. I'm like, hey, you guys are up? You know what I mean? Like I'm all surprised.
Oh, you guys are, it's really early.
Yeah. So I said, well, hold on. Well, let me get your mom and then we'll go out and see, what Santa Claus brought and do this and that. So that was kind of the start of it. And then what would happen, because when I was a kid, I always wanted to get up super early and we did, but usually by like 5 o'clock.
Well, the difference is my parents, my dad wouldn't, but my mom would be up like, oh, the sun rose in Taiwan. I better get up.
Correct.
It's 7 more hours for us, Mom. Go back to bed.
But now we get, and even though like Chuck's 14, he'll be like, all right, Dad, I'm setting my alarm for 3:30. And I'll be like, don't do that. I'll be like, don't do that. Right?
3:30.
And I'll be like, 4:30 is cool. 4:30 is cool. So the next thing you know, it's like 3:45 and you roll over and there's a kid standing over you staring at you. Yeah. Yeah. And you're like, what's going on?
Did you notice I ate garlic last night?
Yeah. Thanks for Marishkas on Christmas Eve. Appreciate it.
The party planner.
Yeah.
I'll open whatever you want. Just get out of my face.
Yeah. So anyway, but they'll be standing there and I'm like, what? And you inevitably you're like, oh, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You're not supposed to be over me, even though you're only like a foot taller than my bed,
right.
But the fact of the matter is that's what they do. So we get up and go downstairs and we do that. And then everybody, once they do presents, they disperse. If we get video games, they're probably playing those for a while and then they nap later on. And it is what it is. So because usually Christmas Day, we're just around our house, but our main tradition, besides getting up at the butt crack of dawn is literally, we tape the Disney thing because I hate commercials. You know what I mean? So we tape that. Plus there's people that perform on there like Mariah Carey. I'm not saying anymore, but you're like, I know this song. Right. I don't need it. Or there's people like we don't even know. Even my kids are like, that person sucks. And we're like, oh, okay.
Like with the parade anymore. Like, yeah. Oh, I like coming up today on the parade. And they're like, like, oh, nope. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Oh, I know that.
Yeah. Not relevant in Ted's world.
Right.
Not relevant. Ooh, got it. Okay.
Oh, I don't even know these people. Why are they on the Sesame Street float? You're ruining it. Just let Grover sing.
Right. But so we do that. And then when I was a kid, we had a really cool thing. It would more or less be not Christmas Eve, but it'd be like one of the nights leading up to Christmas Eve. We'd watch Christmas movies and do stuff. And then my neighbor, Mel, I had an older neighbor, Mel and Doris, and Mel would put on his Santa suit.
Yes, I met Mel.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
So did your dad. So anyway,
Yeah.
So anyway, Mel would come over dressed as Santa. Okay. And every year, inevitably, because what he'd do is he'd come over and he'd look in the window to make sure we're watching TV. Well, super creepy.
Like, wait, I'm going to agree with you. Super creepy.
When you're a kid, and so it would be funny, is like I hear my brother go, ah, like that, and I'd be like, oh, Santa's here.
Santa's
you know
here.
what I mean? or the next year it'd be me going, whoa, and it'd be Santa's here, and he'd come in, he had the jingle bells and he'd do all the stuff, and he had like he had a gift. It wasn't like a real expensive, but it was a gift, and it came out of Santa's sack. Okay. But the fact of the matter is that's something I remember. And I was probably 3, 4, 5, 6 years old when this was happening, but I remember it.
The mids.
I'm mid 40 now, so
the mids. I forget. There's a tradition. I apparently it's from my dad's family, but my mom's the only one that still really does it. Is that if you were to say Christmas Eve gift, you were the first person to say it to someone. Yeah, they had to give you a gift, so it'd be like a thing. So when all of us were, my dad and everyone and my grandparents, everyone was around. That was a thing because it'd be like 25 people trying to say it first.
Yeah.
Well, now my mom's the only one to do it, so I'll get it like thankfully we've moved her to text or email because it used to be I'd get a call.
Yeah.
On Christmas Eve at 3:30 in the morning. Hello, what's up? Is there a problem? Christmas Eve gift? No. 3:30 phone calls are for emergencies only. This is not an emergency.
That's awesome.
She'll text me on Christmas Eve all day long. I called your aunt. I was the first one to get Christmas Eve gift on her. I'm sure she's thrilled. Sure she's excited about that, Mom. And the thing was you'd always be like, well, what gift do you want? I don't really want one. I just wanted to be the winner, but I want all my gifts on Christmas.
Right. Yeah. You know what? I wanted the gift of gratification, knowing that.
I wanted the gift of this is my only day to sleep in, and you've ruined it. It's been ruined.
The gift is we're both awake. But so if we could kind of now that we've got 35, 40 minutes into that, let's kind of divert into toys. Now we all had awesome toys when we were younger, except maybe Matt, because I don't think he knows what real toys are. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. You need to watch that.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. There are 3 things that I want to mention that I've seen on TV that are awesome Christmas gifts. Okay. Supposedly.
I have a feeling he's not gonna like these gifts, Mac.
No. The first one, you've cracked the case. And the board works. Congratulations, Mac.
All right, go ahead.
He fixed it. He's over there. Don't hurt yourself, patting yourself on the back. Don't hurt your arm.
I flipped a button. It's wireless.
I did it with my mind.
There's an app on my phone.
Your mind's very angry at my headphones then.
The app on my phone for not paying attention is working out great. But no, they're called spy bots. Have you seen these?
No.
Okay, so they're spy bots. And so they look like Transformers, but they look like the cheesiest back in the 80s, the cheesiest, crappiest version of non-transformable robots.
They look like cheesy GoBots?
Yeah. But they don't transform. I shouldn't say that. They fold into looks like a fire alarm. Okay.
All right.
And then they fold into a robot. Okay. So go gadget fire alarm. I don't know what to say, So anyway, these spy bots, you can put them in rooms and they can hear. So it's kind of like a walkie talkie, but you can hear for up to 100 feet away, supposedly. So it says you can eavesdrop on your parents. Well, first off, okay, that's probably not, what are you going to hide it in their room?
Also, they're the ones that bought it. You're like, isn't that a crappy fire alarm?
Yeah. Spy bots. So anyway, they're 1995. Go figure, because they're on TV, right? It also says that you can put it on your door in your room. Here's a deal.
Wait. I want to read this from their website.
Yeah.
High-tech security robots. Get your own security force with spy bots. High-tech security robots.
Yeah. So their idea of securing your room is you hang this on your door like a fire alarm. It doesn't go over your door handle and lock your door.
Yeah.
Then you have to put a code in to get in. No, you don't, genius. The handle works whether you typed anything in that or not.
Right.
Okay. And then they show it on the door. They put it so high, like me and you'd be looking at it. The kid that's going to play with this can't even reach the damn thing. You know what I mean? So it was
What
really
is that? That's the bot that spies on you.
But it's funny because it says they're $19.95 a piece plus $7.99 shipping and handling. All right. But there's no batteries included. So you're going to have $28, $30 invested
$30 in this garbage.
into this turd, and you're still going to have to go buy batteries, you know? But it's just funny because I was wondering, like, when I looked at it, it looked like a really cheesy what just happened to Transformers? You know what I mean? Like, I think kids nowadays would just play with Transformers.
Right.
They transform from a jet into a guy into a jet. You know what I mean?
I mean, they have now, but now they're for adult collectors and they cost $40.
And they don't come out of the package.
For, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can go buy a Soundwave in Target today, but
yeah. Hey, Grandpa.
It's not $8 anymore.
Grandpa, that jet looks really cool. Can I play with it? No. What does it do? It becomes a robot. Sounds awesome. Can I see it? No. I'm sorry. What about those He-Man guys? No, I'm sorry.
I don't think you understand.
No. So the other one that I saw the infomercial for, okay, or not like infomercial, but like what it's like an extended like minute and a half commercial.
Yeah.
Is
well, I'm going to take your word for it, but sure.
Snack the Sloth. Hand to God.
If that isn't Googled on the screen right now, because
please pull that up.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay,
Spybots, I can at least like mentally be like, okay, I get this.
Okay, so
Snack the Sloth.
Yeah, so it's snacks.
Oh,
yeah,
with an
snacks.
X.
Yeah, hit that. What did you mean? Hit that. So it's Snacks the Sloth. Okay, on Amazon. Go ahead and go to it. Okay, this is a sloth. It comes with its own yellow shirt that says sloth mode and a red one that says not today. Okay. So anyway, it talks back
Talking
slowly for boys and girls.
Toys for kids, cuddly soft stuffed animal that talks back slowly for boys and girls. Will be nice in mouth with book and red shirt.
So
oh my God, that's $46.
Yes, that's the whole thing.
I'm setting up an Amazon affiliate link.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's sell 1 million of them.
I was totally in on this thing till I saw it was $46.
No, what I love though is when it says it talks back slowly. So either you think your kid is challenged
Right.
or you want your kid to have a challenged friend so he feels great. You know what I mean?
I think you should murder your parents. What did it say? It's fine. It's a sloth. It's good.
Hey, it's a 90s joking one. So at the end it goes, not.
Yeah.
But you don't get
I was going to say it's slowly crawling across the floor. And you're like, well, I'm just going to kick it. It's a sloth. I mean, it's not going to sneak up on me.
This is the worst Chucky doll ever.
I was just going to say it turns into Chucky. Like when he goes into murder mode, suddenly it's like, and you're like, oh, is that Mel? Please tell me Christmas is here.
But I saw this thing and I'm like, first off, she got $50.
I'm reading all that stuff and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
$47.
Yeah, she got $50 wrapped up in this bad boy by the time you buy batteries for it, right? And you're like,
with a whole wardrobe. $47.
But it really plays up. It goes, and it comes with another sweatshirt. And it says, not today. That's when I'm going to buy it.
You changed that shirt 7 times today. I paid $50 for that thing.
Now, if the sloth changed his own shirt, that's only one day worth of shirt changing. I get it. But it was just, I was like, and they named him Snacks.
Yeah.
It's like,
what does that have to do with it?
What does that have to?
Does he eat?
Not fast.
No, we didn't program that.
It's like, Why
couldn't they name him like Slacks? Because they'd be like a slacker and then give him pants.
Yeah,
like,
I was going to say,
they could have hold the whole thing.
Right. Hey, we need to come out with that next Christmas.
I probably just gave them their idea.
Slacks
the snake.
Sloth.
Can't even wear pants. Slacks the snake. Does he come with pants? No, he's a snake. What are you, an idiot? You named him.
Slacks the eel. Leash not included. So the last one, this is just a regular commercial. The last one, they have 3 new Chia pets they're very proud of.
Chia.
The first one is David Hasselhoff.
Oh, the Hoff? Sure.
The Hoff. Okay.
Now, is it chest hair or head hair?
No, that's what I thought. I'm like, man, tell me there's a Guido patch of hair on the chest. You know what I mean? I put him in a V-neck.
Nope.
Hey, I'm Italian. I can say that.
But yeah,
okay.
That's why I didn't open it. But no, it's, at least, you're right. At least a small patch.
Yeah. So now the next one, Willie Nelson. Tell me you're not growing pot on that guy's head.
Well, And the man has pigtails down to his, like, you can't grow that.
Hey, Google the Willie Nelson Chia Pet, will you? Put it on the screen. And I'm telling you right now, you'll be totally impressed.
Yes.
You'll be totally impressed.
Does it have like clay braids
Again,
also?
4:00 in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it does have clay braids that you, Chia.
It's got braids. Okay.
All right, give me your third one.
The last one, I want this one, but they don't grow it in the right spot. Elvira. They do her hair. I would totally, again, give me a V-neck and let me grow that. Let me grow her chest right out there. You know what I mean?
You know, it's
and I'm going to water it.
Hair. She doesn't have a hairy chest.
I'm going to water it for days. See how big I can. Yeah, look at the Willie Nelson. That is crazy.
Now, they have another one.
What's that?
Google
one?
this, Mac. Chia Pet Doc Brown.
Do they? You know what? I think I've seen that one. Yeah, and that one's not bad.
The only problem is it's the cartoon version. It's from the animated series.
Right.
Which they probably couldn't get Christopher Lloyd to sign off on it. They're probably like, no.
I'm going to go with nope.
Do you know who did the voice of Doc Brown in the animated series? The voice of Homer from The Simpsons.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Wow. So
full growth in 1 to 2 weeks. That was exciting for you. You got to that part. You're like, really? I want a Chia Pet.
Hey, that's what I promise people too. Full growth, 1 to 2 weeks.
The Bob Ross one's not. The Mandalorian one. Did you see that? It was Grogu, but it's just you put him in weeds.
Yeah.
Like he's a green animal, and you're like, no, don't make him green. Make him just sit in weeds.
Yeah. You know what would be great? Let's make him brown like clay. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and put him in.
Well, that was a Chewbacca. Oh, there's a
Hasselhoff.
All right. Yeah. Look, they even have the spot.
They have the spot for the chest hair. They have the spot for the chest hair.
I wonder if you can do that, like, if you wanted to.
I like how you're showing the time-lapse video of how the Hoff's hair grows so fast.
This is the one time I've actually been mesmerized. You're usually the one who're like, ooh, screen. And I'm like thrilled by this.
Yeah. No, the Bob Ross one didn't do too much for me. You know what I mean? But the Willie Nelson one, I saw that and I was like...
Another problem with the Bob Ross one is that he has a beard and they don't let you do the beard.
Yeah.
She's like 70-some years old.
Elvira. I know.
Not Oliver.
I'm not talking about a guy named Oliver. What are you talking about?
So the line of the day goes that the idiot sitting back there is not even paying attention.
No, what I like is that's the one. I can speak to this. Elvira has had surgery. Really?
Finally, something I'm qualified.
Still not the button I wanted on. Where is it, Mac?
Which one are you looking for?
The one I told you to put there.
So in the grand,
don't say it out loud. I don't want to ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Yeah, don't say what it is. In the grand scheme of things, to keep it legit, let's do a strange story here. Okay, this is horrible Christmas gifts to say I hate you. Okay, that's what these gifts say. Now, when I'm done, when this comes out, we'll put some of these on our page because some of them are just insane. The first one is called A Gift of Nothing. Basically,
that's what you're getting from me, so I hope you do like it.
But what's weird is
subpoena.
What's weird is you playing with the board now? Oh, look, I'm going to try new stuff. We broke Ted and Mac with one button push. So this is actually a package that has nothing in it, and it's actually a bubble.
I've actually seen it. There's a guy.
Yeah.
Called his YouTube channel, and please go see this. This is an amazing guy. His name is Tim. His YouTube channel is Grand Illusions.
Okay,
it's literally like an old man who shows the toy. He's been doing kid shows for years, and he shows the toy collection he has, and it's the most like it's like the Bob Ross of today. Like I would just watch it and be like, "No, I'm calm." But he has like a whole thing like how you can give people nothing, and that's one of the things.
Really?
Yeah,
because
he has that. Yeah,
because what's neat is it says perhaps the ultimate screw you present of all is the gift of nothing, which says I hate you enough to spend money on not buying you a present. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. Number 2 is a tube ringer, like you would use for toothpaste or anything else.
Oh, I've got one of those.
Yeah, but to give it as somebody's
to give it as a gift,
a gift. I mean,
mine isn't that elaborate. It's literally just two things held together with an elastic band, so it
that would be
pressure as you slide it down the tube.
If you give somebody that as a gift, it's an absolute juice box. You know, move.
Well, I mean, you could probably use it on.
You could use it on a juice box too.
Well, like Capri Sun at least.
But it says tube ringer is the only way to ensure someone gets every molecule of toothpaste out of the tube.
Yeah, what are you trying to tell them?
Right.
You could use more toothpaste, my friend.
Number 3, the belly button brush. This is in a case. Bless you. This is in a case.
Ugh. What's that say in the parenthetical down there?
Let's see here. Do you know someone who always has food on his, let's say, face, It's almost always a guy who has a belly button. What?
Yeah, that's what I was like when you turned it real quick. I was like, wait, what are they?
Well, the belly
that. I mean, I know a lot of scumbags. I don't know anyone that eats like shirtless and then stores it in their belly button. You got a little bit of something on your
belly button.
Yeah. Hold on.
Point at their face. You just go a little lower.
A little lower. A little something on your.
Nope. Not even close.
Too low. You've gone too far.
It says you're a disgusting pig, but I still care about you. And that's what this says.
No, it doesn't.
Let's see here. 5 coal gum. No one wants to get coal in their stockings, but if it's actually delicious black bubble gum.
Is it from the 5 people?
I don't know. But
okay.
It's coal gum.
Because there's a gum called 5, isn't there?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this is basically, it says they're not coal flavored though. So this one, I don't think this would be a bad gift.
You can put it together with the toothpaste ringer because I know they have charcoal toothpaste.
Oh, wow. Chum bucket mints.
With you.
Speaking of bad hygiene, is there any better way to tell someone they have terrible breath than let them know that the smell of assorted fish parts would still be an improvement? Chum bucket comes in a bucket. Chum bucket mints.
Does it say what it actually tastes like?
No, it doesn't.
Or is it actually like sardines and herring?
I bet it's probably
You
gross.
smell like a Long John Silver's dumpster. Have a mint.
Did you ever try those, what they call Bean Boozled?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know, because like your sense, does that mess with you? Because you don't have strong taste. I know you don't have strong smell. Can you taste a lot of those?
Zero taste.
Zero
taste. You can tell by the way I dress.
And the people he hangs out with.
I mean, I had him before the accident. So.
Yeah, but I'm one. I don't get like I can eat 4 of those at the same time. They can all be gross.
Yeah, the people that are like, oh my god, spit them out. Like you're showing that's a show.
No,
I mean, yeah, it's gross, but it's not.
No,
it's literally like a second of taste, and you're like, all right, well now it's just candy again.
Right. My kids got those. Oh, geez, it was probably I don't know if it was an Easter or a Christmas. You know what I mean? But it was years ago. And we sat at the table, and you're either getting cool mint or you're getting grass clippings. You know what I mean? Or you're either getting this or you're getting dead fish.
You're getting like chocolate pudding or poop, or like vomit,
dog barf or something. Yeah. And you're like, okay. I mean, it's very childish. I get it.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like, okay. So then we get to where I never use my cup of water or my spit cup. You know what I mean? I was like, we're fine. The kids are, oh. And I'm like, okay. They're like, it's too easy. I'm like, all right, so give me 3. Give me 2 or 3.
Right.
Now you might get a cool mint in there, but the dead fish,
I think I would react more to the toothpaste one than anything. Because even though that's what you put in your mouth, I'm like, oh, I don't want to swallow that. Gross.
Yeah. You're like, I'm used to spitting out toothpaste.
Right.
Yeah. Whoa. Bacon lube.
Now, you lubing your bacon, or is it lube that's like bacon? Because bacon comes pre-lubed.
It is.
We got him.
Yeah.
Oh, that packaging. That packaging is not right.
It is bacon lube.
That packaging is wrong.
Yeah, it looks like it has a piece of bacon in it or on it, right?
Hold on, baby. Let me get my bacon juice.
Here's a way to tell someone they're an absolute pig in bed while still encouraging them to keep at it. While bacon lube might be one of the most disgusting products ever created, it still has enough fans to be sold in a 6-pack. So don't be surprised if your recipient is actually thrilled to get their new gift.
Well, no, if you only get one, you notice that, like, okay, so there's 5 others that got the same gift. You're calling up, hey, Jerry, did you get Tom's gift?
Yeah.
Yeah, you too? I know it tastes good, but I don't want it. Then you find out you're not talking about bacon lube. Wait, you put it in your mouth?
Wait a minute. I got a puppy.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Maybe you're grilling it wrong. I don't know what's going on here. So the last one, I checked because this post here is a couple years old and the website's down. So I really wanted to do this. I know I wanted to do this, but it's called Care for Less. And now it's something to do with attorneys.
This sounds like something George from
It is. It actually says Seinfeld fans most certainly but it gives you a bunch of them.
Human Fund, is this what we're talking about?
Yeah, but here's the deal. Here's the ones that were on the home page of it. Okay. It was, let's see here. Make a Sandwich Foundation. Here, see if you can read those. My eyes are messing with me right now because of the bright light.
Adopt a banker, I think it says.
I think so too.
Leprechaun leprosy. That's great.
Yeah.
Make a Sandwich Foundation, Father and Mosquitoes. Costume a Canine.
Costume a canine. I like it.
Organ donation, but it's like an actual like church organ.
Gotcha.
Foreskin Restoration Society. And this last one, yeah. Lost Geriatric Glasses Fund.
Oh, I know.
That's the one you needed.
Yeah, right. Where's my damn keys fund?
Right.
But no, when you hear that stuff, like if you gave somebody something like that, again, the whole Seinfeld premise, I'm sure everybody's seen that.
Right.
But it is great to just like be handed a card to be like, hey, I gave a donation in your name.
The best part about that is not how he doesn't hand them a card. He just like kind of like
like
magician throws a playing card in there.
Yeah.
And that's for you, and you get one. And like, that was the best part. Like, I don't even care enough to walk this 4 feet to your desk.
Yeah.
I'm throwing this right at your face.
Look at my philanthropy.
Yeah.
I gave all this money on your behalf. Yeah. And it's like
to the Foreskin Restoration Fund. I'm not even Jewish. How do you?
Yeah. What do you mean? But no, with it being Christmas, well, close to. I've done a lot of my shopping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can tell you I haven't bought one thing on this list, so that's good. But I'm looking into something for you off this list.
Oh no.
So, like I said, the website didn't
You're not
work.
donating my organ.
No, I was thinking more about some gum, some delicious gum.
The 5 coal, right?
Sure. I don't know. We're going to take a 2-week break kind of and record today. This is the kind of the behind the scenes stuff. So we're going to keep going here in a little bit and probably just continue with more weird stories and just kind of screwing around. And that's the New Year episode, you know, or it'll come out before New Year's. It'll come out on the 27th. So this will be like a 2-parter.
It'll be that lull between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
So what do we do now? I don't know. We have another holiday in a week, and then it's 4 months of gross winter.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently we're done.
Apparently we're done.
So that's good.
We weren't, but apparently we're done.
No, it's good. It's good timing. That's all right. This time you worked it out good. Like he even looked over. Like,
It's an hour.
nailed it.
Like I want to get out of here, guys. You have 2. Let's finish it up. They can find us at thatchecksout.net. They can find us at all the socials at thatchecksout.wdt. You can find us at your favorite podcast hosting place, probably where you're listening to this right now. Don't forget to download. Please, if the platform does allow you to subscribe, please do that. If it lets you to review, please do that as well. Share it with all your friends and family. Have a happy holidays, however you celebrate. Be safe, be smart, don't be Damon, don't be Ted. Please don't be Mac. That checks out.
And download us in Rhode Island.